All right, we are back with more Backyard Baseball 1997. This is Action Jackson Wilson with Ladder of Light Gaming. We're just about to get the show on the road. We're coming off a huge win on opening day. We went extras. Our team, the mighty Melonheads, conquered the adversity and walked away with a 4-3 victory. And today, we are continuing a road trip. This will be our second regular season game of 14. We'll be taking on the Sox. And as you can see by the league standings, this will be a battle for early season supremacy. We're in a four-way tie for first place with the Fishes, the Wombats, and the Sox. And I also have a quick disclaimer to announce. In my last video, I said we were going to switch to 9 innings. It turns out that because we played 6 innings the first game, that's going to be our settings for the remainder of the season. The plan was to play 9, but we'll settle for playing 6. I mean, as long as I'm bringing content to you guys and we're playing through the whole season, if anything, that's more of a challenge because we got less room to breathe. So we're going to be playing on hard difficulty. We're feeling the heat already. This team's got a lot of potential, but it is also very vulnerable, as we saw in the last game. So we got a lot to work on, a lot to improve on, and hopefully we can see an upward trend in today's match as we try to make it 2 for 2 to begin the season. We basically have a shot of being in first place near the very top. So with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe before we go any further. And before we play ball, I just want to let you guys know that today's broadcast and live stream is brought to you by my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He gives me the opportunity to not only bring entertainment to y'all, but to spread His gospel, which is, you are all sinners in need of a Savior, and that Savior is Jesus Christ. If you haven't accepted Him, I pray that you would do so. We got to repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Turn from your sin, turn from Him. The only way to eternal life is through Jesus Christ. Let's play ball. The mighty Melonheads and the Blue Sox. Game number 2 here at Parks Department Field, number 2. It's a battle of unbeatens. As the mighty Melonheads get ready to face Grace Tipton. Luann Louie, who was a big part of that victory on opening day. She had 3 hits and 4 at-bats and scored one of the winning runs. The first pitch of the day is taken right down Main Street for strike 1. Backyard Baseball 97, hosted by Action Jackson Wilson, is underway. The pitch to Louie. He's swinging away, and that's back to the mound, but Grace Tipton can't secure the line drive, and Luann Louie is going to be on at first base. The last game was won by the Melonheads in a 4-3 thriller against the Monsters. That game went 7 frames. Extra innings in the 6-inning format. And now here's Pablo Sanchez, who is still looking for his first hit in a Melonheads uniform, and that's taken for a strike. Good breaking ball from Grace Tipton. Great speed at first base with Luann Louie. Pablo Sanchez is going to try to do some early damage. He taps it down the right field line, and that's going to roll foul. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Pablo Sanchez, known as the GOAT of backyard sports. Trying to come up big right here, and he swings and hits a high drive into right center field. The outfielder comes over to make the catch, and Luann Louie is going to be almost doubled up. But thankfully, the first baseman has got some butterfingers over there. We caught a break there. So Luann Louie will retain her position at first, with Ahmed Khan coming up next. 1 on, 1 out, just getting rolling here in Game 2 of the Backyard Baseball 97 season. That's taken downstairs to Ahmed Khan, ball 1. Despite Sanchez and Khan being hitless on opening day, the Melonheads were able to walk away with a 4-3 victory. Changeup is lined the other way for a base hit. Ahmed Khan doing some damage, and now Luann Louie will turn and run to second or third. Ahmed Khan is going to try to be a decoy, and now the throw gets away. The throw home, and Luann Louie is going to be tagged. The Melonheads tried to make the Sox pay for that defensive miscue, but a perfect throw cuts down the first tally of the game. So Ahmed Khan makes it to second with a double, but an RBI is wiped off the board. The score remains 0-0 as Keisha Phillips walks in. She's up in the front of the batter's box, locked and loaded, and she takes a strike over the inside corner. Keisha Phillips got that 7th inning rally started with a leadoff double against the Monsters. He's going to try to pick up a big 2-out hit with Ahmed Khan over at second. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. So the Melonheads were inches away from taking the lead here in the opening frame, but they come up with nothing. Keisha Phillips strikes out on a bender over the outside corner. Grace Tipton gives up a couple of hits. The Sox also help the Melonheads out with an error, but no damage is done. And now Angela Del Vecchio, the ace for the Melonheads, will take to the bump. Scoreless game, and her first opponent will be Stuart Sullivan. She's going to start him out with a fastball. She delivers, and Sullivan rips one deep down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and it's out of here. The first hit of Stuart Sullivan's campaign is a long ball off of Angela Del Vecchio, and it only took one pitch. That was a rocket that got out of here in a hurry, 353 feet. And for the first time this season, the Melonheads are going to have to play catch-up. It's 1-0 Sox here in the bottom of the first inning. First run that Angela Del Vecchio has surrendered in just under 3 innings of work overall. And now here is Grace Tipton. Both teams entering this game undefeated, but somebody has to lose here today. Swing and a miss by Grace Tipton. Pitchers going up against each other. Angela Del Vecchio trying to get back on track after surrendering a first pitch long ball to Stuart Sullivan. There's a fastball that misses upstairs, 1-1. Grace Tipton also looking for her first hit of the season. Angela Del Vecchio looks in, gets the nod. Here's the pitch. There's that wicked breaking ball again from Angela. It's 1-2. Angela doesn't like to throw the fastball in the first pitch very often, but she decided to go with it to Stuart Sullivan, and she paid the price. Speaking of fastball, here comes a heater right here, and it's taken inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Grace Tipton. 2-2 pitch. Just a bit low. Full count on Grace Tipton. Angela's got to come after her right now. The pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman. Jocinda makes the play, flips to Angela, and she'll make the throw to first, 1 down. Great teamwork there by the Melonheads.
Let's go, Purple.
They're trying to shake off an early punch. Here's Robbie Bacco. Bacco choked up slightly on the bat handle. Angela's going to start him out with a first pitch changeup. She brings it home. Ski Reich 1 over the outside corner. So the Melonheads went from being inches away from scoring the first run of the game. Luann Louie was thrown out at home plate. And now the Sox flip the momentum. And Stuart Sullivan cracks a long ball. And they end up drawing first blood. Here's 2 quick strikes from Angela Del Vecchio to Robbie Bacco. Bacco won for his first 3 to begin the year. No cute stuff. Angela's going to come right after him. The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a high drive into left field. Louie goes back at the track, at the wall. It is down, and it's going to 1-hop over the wall for a ground rule double. Good 2-strike hitting by Robbie Bacco, and he's standing over at second with 1 out. So an adverse first inning for Angela Del Vecchio as Randy Uno will try to add to this lead. She goes with the close stance. Angela's ready with the first delivery. Here it comes. Strike 1 over the inside corner. 1-0 Sox. It's a battle of unbeatens here in Backyard Baseball 97. Both of these teams got victories on opening day, and they're battling for early supremacy in the league standings. And there's 2 quick strikes once again from Angela Del Vecchio. She's going to throw another right hook. She deals. And Randy Uno takes a bit low. 1-2. 2 hits for each team. The Sox knocks were more meaningful. It was a solo home run by Stuart Sullivan to begin the frame, and then a one-out double by Robbie Bacco. A pitch by Angela. Swing and a miss. Randy Uno is down on strikes.
Bye-bye, Santa.
Angela Delvecchio with her first K of the afternoon. And now it's up to Paco Kaufman. Sox, after drawing first blood, looking for a two-out rally. Trying to add some insurance against the Melonhead ace, Angela Delvecchio. The pitch on the way is swung on and missed by Paco Kaufman. That was a nasty bender. 0-1. The next pitch from Angela. Heater. Lined to Keisha. Great play over at first base. Side retired. So both teams pick up 2 hits in the first. The only difference, the Sox also get a run on the board. We go to the second inning. Melonheads looking to respond. Trailing by a single tally. Grace Tipton back to work. After working out of a first inning jam. Jocinda will be her first batter here in the second inning. Here's a breaking ball swung on and missed. Jocinda Smith went 1 for 3 on opening day against the Monsters. She waits for the next offering from Grace Tipton. Fastball hit right back to the mound. Tipton steps, throws. The first baseman can't handle it, and Jocinda is going to be safe. So the defense, which has been looking kind of shaky for the Sox here in the early going, Melonheads are going to try to take advantage of this. They were unable to in the first. They were over-aggressive with Luann Louie, trying to score all the way from first base. Now here's Stephanie Morgan looking at a first pitch strike from Grace Tipton. Morgan goes with a squared stance. Tipton ready. Here's the next delivery. Breaking ball is fouled straight back by Stephanie Morgan. So Grace Tipton's throwing the Melonheads a lot of hittable pitches. See if we can make her pay for it. Morgan puts it in play. She was able to get it past the pitcher, but she's still doubled up. So the leadoff base runner is wiped away. And with 2 outs, nobody on, that'll bring up Amir Khan. Amir Khan hit a big fly against the Monsters in the previous game. He'd love to get another one right here and tie this game up. Grace Tipton ready from the wind. Here's the pitch to Amir. That's going to be taken inside for a ball. See, we got a viewer here on Ladder of Light Gaming. Welcome to the second game of the Backyard Baseball 97 season. I'm your host, Axon Jackson Wilson, trailing 1-0. And now Amir Khan, aggressive on a 1-0 pitch, but it's off the end of the bat, and he is retired. It's going to send us to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Sox. It's a battle of unbeatens here today, a pair of 1-0 teams. The Melonheads got a leadoff hit from Jocinda Smith, but then a double play, and a tapper back to the mound shut down that rally. And now it brings up Chucky Flinder. He'll lead off for the Sox, who have a 1-0 advantage thanks to a leadoff home run by Stuart Sullivan. Here's a first pitch changeup from Angela Delvecchio that is swung on and missed by Flinder. Just so you guys know, this is our second live stream of today. We've got Hogwarts Legacy posted. Got a 2-hour stream for you. Be sure to check that out along with today's episode of Backyard Baseball 97. There's another home run. Another no-doubter for the Sox. Angela Delvecchio does not have her best stuff today.
Aww.
And the lead is now doubled.
Oh, no. Oh.
A hanging breaking ball. And Angela Delvecchio serves up a bomb that went 439 feet to dead center field. Wow.
Swing, batter.
Now Olga Tollefson. Back-to-back leadoff home runs for the Sox to begin this game. Now here's another hard hit ball into center field. That's going to drop in for a single. Pablo knocks it down over at second. I think we may want to bring in a reliever here pretty soon. Yeah, I don't know what Stephanie's doing, but she's got to chill out. And now Angela's dropping the ball. Are you kidding me?
Let's go.
Here, just hold it. Just hold it. Just hold it. Oh, man, this might turn into a blooper reel. I think we had, like, guys bump into each other 3 different times on one play. So now the ball finally goes back to Angela. And now it's George Coleman. Nobody out, bottom of the second inning, a 2-0 lead for the Sox. Angela's first pitch changeup is over the outside corner for strike 1. Angela so far, a couple of solo home runs given up, 4 hits total, and she also has a strikeout. The pitch on the way to Coleman. Swing and a miss.
Watch out for this one, kid, because I
Thinking off speed, and Angela went fastball. Speaking of fastball, we're going to go with a fireball. See if we can put him away. Yes, indeed. Angela Delvecchio picks up her second KO of the day. She's trying to get back in the swing of things after getting off to a rusty start here against the Sox. The Sox are socking it to the Melonheads, leaving up to their team name so far. They lead 2-0. The pitch on the way, a swing and a miss by Esther French. Wicked changeup from Angela Delvecchio. And now here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball over the outside edge. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Can Angela do it again? She's got the hitter right where she wants her. She's going to give her another fireball. Inside, ball 1. Runner at first base, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Melonheads down by 2. And there's strikeout number 3 for Angela. And now we're going to try to cut down the runner stealing, but we cannot. So the hit and run was on for the Sox. The bad news is they stole the bag. The good news is that's out number 2 via the K. Angela now has 3 strikeouts in this game. And she'll try to limit the damage of that 1 solo home run. We can't afford to fall too much further behind, especially in a 6-inning game. Angela Delvecchio will get him some juice. Now we're back to the top of the order with Stuart Sullivan, who took Angela deep his first time up. This time Angela goes with a breaking ball. Keisha Phillips will make the play at first, but there is no chance of getting the faster Stuart Sullivan. Sullivan, after going hitless on opening day, he's come out of the gates firing against Angela Delvecchio. A solo home run and then a single to keep this second inning going. Now Grace Tipton, the pitcher, will look to help herself against Angela. The pitch on the way is inside for ball 1. A pair of solo home runs for the Sox here in the early going against Angela Delvecchio. Grace Tipton trying to add some insurance. Here's a pair of breaking balls. 1 inside and then 1 over the outside edge. 1-1. Angela's next pitch. It's a fastball up in the zone. Tipton was looking to put on a squeeze. But that was a perfect time to put that in that spot for Angela Delvecchio. And now here comes a 1-2. Angela working both corners. And Grace Tipton stays alive. 31 pitches for Angela Delvecchio. The Sox are definitely making her work here in the opening frames. Angela trying to keep this deficit at 2-0 as Grace Tipton lays off a breaking ball over and off the plate. And now Angela's next delivery is headed home. Didn't get her. That was over the inside corner. The great patience by Grace Tipton. Now we're going to go breaking ball. It's a fastball count. The delivery on the way. Got her looking strike 3. Nasty pitch that buckles the knees of Grace Tipton. And that's going to send us to the 3rd inning. For the second straight frame, the Sox lead off with a home run. Melonheads looking to put on their rally caps, trailing by a couple.
What am I supposed to do again?
Get on base, Pete. That's what you need to do right now. Grace Tipton, who only needed 17 pitches to get through the first 2 innings, starts Pete Wheeler off with strike 1. It's 2-0 Sox here in the top half of the 3rd. The delivery on the way to Wheeler. Man, Wheeler just can't get the bunt down. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. All right, swing away here. Got to protect here, Pete. Tipton with the pitch.
Now.
Called strike 3 over the inside corner. So a couple of strikeouts now for Grace Tipton. And that'll bring up Angela Del Vecchio, who's currently on the loser side trying to start a rally here in the 9-hole. Luann Louie waits to hit next. If anybody gets on, Pablo Sanchez. The pitch on the way to Angela is a freezer that's taken inside for ball 1. In a battle of unbeatens, the Melonheads trailing to the Sox 2-0. Angela Del Vecchio taking all the way as the number 9 hitter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tipton winds and fires the next pitch. Angelo a little bit late, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Grace Tipton. Angela just gets a piece, able to stay alive. 2-0 Sox. We're nearing the midway point. Here in the second game of the Backyard Baseball 97 season. Good eye by Angela to lay off. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes from Grace Tipton. Angela 1 for 3 on the year. And the next pitch trails a little bit low, full count. Boy, Angela would love to get on base for Luann Louie in the top of the order. Line drive down the third base line. It's gloved. The throw is in plenty of time. So a good at bat for Angela Del Vecchio, but it doesn't amount to anything. Now Luann Louie.
This one's for you, Teddy.
Red hot start to this season for Louie. 4 hits in her first 5 at bats. Tries to get a bunt down, and it is a fair ball. Great play by the catcher to pounce on that quickly, and that's going to set the Melonheads down in order. We're going to the bottom of the third. Sox coming to bat, leading 2-0. Robbie Bacco, Randy Uno, and Paco Kaufman due up. The heart of the Sox order against Angela Del Vecchio. The first pitch of the bottom of the third in a 2-0 game is swung on and missed by Robbie Bacco. Angela Del Vecchio, despite giving up the 2 home runs, she's been relatively solid. She's got 4 strikeouts. She hasn't allowed any other damage. But the Melonhead bats have been on clamps against this Sox defense. They had an opportunity to put the first run on the board, but Luann Louie was cut down trying to score all the way from first base. And now the 0-2 pitch from Del Vecchio to Bacco is hit in the air to center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Pete Wheeler tries to cut it off, but he can't. Robbie Bacco rounding first base. He's going to try to stretch this into a double. Great throw by Wheeler, but it gets away. Amir can't track it down, and that is going to go out of play. Robbie Bacco is going to head for third, and he's going to come all the way around for an inside-the-park home run. 3-0 Sox here in the third. 1 home run in each inning against Angela Del Vecchio. It has not been our game so far, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to rally. Here's a ground ball to the pitcher's mound. Angela steps, throws, 1 away. In the top of the 4th inning, the Melonheads will have their big bats. Pablo Sanchez, Ahmed Khan, and Keisha Phillips. If anybody gets on, it'll be Jocinda Smith. Now Paco Kaufman walks to the plate. Del Vecchio with the pitch. I'll tell you what, that's not where I wanted that fastball. Kaufman takes it for strike 1. But that's been a big part of Angela's weaknesses today. The fastball has not been where she's wanted it. Right over the middle of the plate. Now the curves, on the other hand, they've been on point. And Angela's quickly ahead of Paco Kaufman. No balls and 2 strikes. She's going to try a heater up in the zone. The pitch on the way. High and tight. 1-2.
Throw pretty fast, you know.
Angela Del Vecchio working from the stretch with the bases empty. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Paco Kaufman. Change up called a little bit low. 2-2. 3-0 Sox. Here in the bottom of the third. Angela delivers. A little bit low. Well, this has turned into a great at-bat for Paco Kaufman. He's behind in the count 0-2, and now it's full. We're going to try to surprise him with a changeup. Ground ball.
Never happen.
Again, back to the mound. Angela makes the play, 2 down.
I'm awesome for sure.
Yeah, figuratively, I think you're awesome, Angela, but in terms of the scoreboard, this has not been awesome today. I'm just keeping it honest. But there's a lot of baseball left to be played. We're playing 6 innings. In the bottom of the third, currently trailing 3-0. Here's Chucky Flinder, who took Angela deep last inning, and he hits one down the third base line. It's going to go foul. Jocinda gave it a look, and it's 0-1. Angela continuing to work both corners. The pitch on the way to Flinder is just off the plate, 1-1. Angela Del Vecchio, who was in this to be the Melonheads ace. She hasn't looked like an ace so far here today. She's given up a home run in each of the first 3 innings. Thankfully, they were all solo, so this isn't too much of a blowout. But now with a 1-2 count, Angela is going to drop the changeup on Flinder. Let's see if he offers. Nope. Takes it downstairs. 2-2 from Angela Del Vecchio. Now here comes a left hook. She brings it. Strike 3 called. A redemption pitch for Angela Del Vecchio against Chucky Flinder, who took her deep back in the second. But the Sox so far have gotten the laugh. They lead 3-0. And we've reached the halfway point here in this early regular season game. Pablo Sanchez looking to spark a rally. And he looks at ball 1 outside. Pablo still in search of his first hit this year. He is 0 for 4. He's been on base once with a walk. That came on opening day. Pablo gets a pitch to hit. And he's going to be tough to throw out right here. And he is going to beat this out for an infield single. Congratulations to Pablo Sanchez picking up his first hit as a member of the Melonheads. So we need base runners. And now Ahmed Khan, who doubled back in the first inning. It nearly amounted into an RBI. But Luann Louie was thrown out trying to score. Here's ball 1 inside from Grace Tipton. That infield single by Pablo Sanchez was the 4th hit of the day for the Melonheads, who have gotten out-hit 6-4 by the Sox. They've also been outscored 3-0. But they're trying to put together a rally. They're off to a great start with Sanchez on at first base and Ahmed Khan ahead in the count, 2-1. He was going to be taking in that situation. And now Tipton with the next pitch on the way. Fastball, Ahmed rips one to second base. Out and out. It's been that kind of a game for us, ladies and gentlemen. Ahmed hit it hard, but it was into the 4-3 double play. So the Sox, who have been in complete control, 3-0. It continues here today, and now Keisha Phillips will walk in. Keisha 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The pitch on the way from Grace Tipton. Fastball is hammered into deep left field by Keisha. The center fielder comes over and can't get it. It's going to one-hop off the wall. Keisha digging to second base, and she will make it. So the Melonheads not giving up. After that double play wiped out a rally, they start another.
For a home run.
Boy, a hit from Jocinda here would be crucial. Keisha with good speed over at second base. The pitch on the way to Jocinda is a breaking ball swung on and missed. She was trying to put that in the outfield, but she comes up with nothing but air. Now a fastball is taken outside. 1-1 to Jocinda Smith. We're currently losing 3-0 here in the top of the 4th inning, but we're looking to break up the shutout. Jocinda with a high fly ball. A towering one at that. And that's going to be hauled in by the shortstop. So Keisha Phillips is left stranded over at second base. A leadoff base hit by Pablo Sanchez, but then Ahmed lined into a double play. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-0 Sox over the Melonheads. Angela Del Vecchio back to the bump. She hasn't had any run support here today. Now granted, it hasn't been her best performance, but she's definitely hanging in there. She's made some great pitches. She's collected 5 strikeouts in 3 frames. But strikeouts don't always win you a game. You got to be able to keep a team off the scoreboard at the same time. And Angela hasn't been the best at doing that today. She's given up a solo home run in each of the first 3 innings. She's trying to do everything in her power to keep this game reasonable for us. And here's a line drive to the right side. Pablo cannot get there. But Ahmed is there for backup, 1 away. Great play out there in right field to get the slow-of-foot Tollefson. 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Shout out to all the viewers tuning in here on Ladder of Light Gaming. I'm your host, Jackson Wilson, bringing you a double stream here today. I just put out some Harry Potter, and now we're trying to put up a rally here against the Sox here on Backyard Baseball 97. We're in danger of being handed our first loss of the season if we can't score at least 3 runs in the final 2 innings. We went from riding in sky high off of an extra inning victory on opening day to being humbled really quickly by the Sox. There's a ground ball to second, picked up by Pablo. He throws out Flinder. There's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. For those of you that may have just tuned in, we're the team on the losing end. We're playing on hard difficulty, Backyard Baseball 97, Game 2 of the 14-game regular season. Here in our dynasty, Angela Del Vecchio trying to get us through 4 and keep the deficit manageable. There's a foul straight back to the screen by Esther French. Angela's next pitch on the way is over the outside corner for strike 2. Angela trying to get her first scoreless frame of the afternoon and get the Melonheads back to bat for the 5th. Strike 3 called to Esther French. Gotta love a little crazy pitch. And now we'll see if the offense can put up some more late inning heroics like they did in that extra frame against the Monsters. They put up 4, which would be enough at this point to put us in the lead. But let's see if Stephanie Morgan can get on base to start the rally. Here's ball 1 outside from Grace Tipton. 3-0 Sox. We're in the top half of the 5th inning of 6. Tipton's next delivery is swung on and missed by Morgan. That was my fault. I originally was going to take that for strike 1 because I'm trying to do everything in my power to get on base, even if it means drawing a walk. Here's a low strike to Stephanie Morgan on a fastball, 1-2. The box score so far is 0-5-1 Melonheads, 3-6-1 Sox, who continue to dominate. Stephanie Morgan was looking fastball, but she was still out in front of it. 1 down. Now here's Amir Khan. Amir Khan 1 for 4 this season. That 1 hit was a home run in the season opener against the Monsters. Tipton winds and fires, and Amir swings and misses. 0-1. Shout out to all the viewers who just tuned in. Unfortunately, we're on the loser's end. 3-0 here in the 5th inning. As Amir swings and misses once again. 0-2. Grace Tipton has been sharp and on point all afternoon for the Sox. Amir pops it in the air. Near second base. Shortstop makes the catch. 2 down. I give the Sox a lot of credit. They've been very sharp. They've hit 3 home runs. They've pitched well. They've played solid defense.
What am I supposed to do again?
They deserve to be in the lead right now. As Grace Tipton kicks and deals to Pete Wheeler. Wheeler gets a bunt down. Will it stay fair? Yes, it will. And the first baseman boots it. And Pete Wheeler is able to get there safely. So we're looking for a 2-out rally here. Trailing 3-0. We're down to our final 4 outs. Angela Del Vecchio walks in. She's currently on the loser's end pitching-wise. She'd love to help herself and get back to the top of the order. We're going to be taking in this situation, and that's ball 1 from Grace Tipton. 1-0 the count to Angela Del Vecchio, who's hitting .250 on the season in the number 9 spot. Takes that pitch away, and it's 2-0. Luann Louie waiting on deck to hit next. She currently represents the tying run. Angela taking all the way. And it's 2 balls and a strike from Grace Tipton. 3-0 Sox in the top half of the 5th. Melonheads looking to rally. That's ball 3 to Angela Del Vecchio. Grace Tipton has yet to issue a free pass in this game. Angela might be changing that. But it's a full count. Big pitch there by Grace Tipton. She's trying to shut down this rally and avoid the top of the order. She wants to save that for the last inning. Angela makes contact, but it's right back to the mound. First baseman again deflected it, but he makes up for it on the second chance. Angela is so slow that the pitcher still had plenty of time to make that throw and get the out. So the Melonheads remain off the scoreboard. They will now have to score at least 3 runs in the final frame. That is if we can limit the damage at the top of the order coming up for the Sox. Angela Del Vecchio has been pretty good today. She's got 6 strikeouts. She hasn't issued a walk. But the bad news is she's given up 3 home runs. A solo blast in the first, second, and the third. Back to back to back. And that's the difference in this game. 3-0. Stuart Sullivan, who has one of those big flies, is quickly behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Angela trying to put him away for the first time today. Will it be on a spitball? Yes, it is. Good job, Angela. Angela with strikeout number 7 on the afternoon, and here is Grace Tipton. Tipton 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here comes a right hook from Del Vecchio. Ground ball back to the mound. Angela knocks it down. Steps, throws, 2 down.
I'm awesome for sure.
Keisha, who had her defensive struggles at first base in the last game, she's been a lot more of a vacuum here today. That's a positive we can take whether we win or lose. I didn't expect this to be perfect. If we're going to have rusty performances, we might as well have them at the start of the season, not the end. Unfortunately, we'd be out of first place if we lose this game. There's a long way to go yet. 12 games remaining on our schedule, at least the regular season portion of it. Here's strike 1 from Angela Del Vecchio to Robbie Bacco. He's had a great day as well. He's doubled, and he's got a home run of his own. But he, too, has got 2 quick strikes on him. What a performance today for Angela Del Vecchio. Trying to cap it off with a fireball for strikeout number 8. See you later. Del Vecchio finally gets the best of Robbie Bacco, but it might be a little too late for the Melonheads. But you never know. We've got the top of the order coming up. Luann Louie, Pablo Sanchez, and Ahmed Khan. If you're watching and you're wearing some hats, put on your rally caps. We're going to need it. We're in danger of suffering our first loss of the season following a thrilling opening day victory. Here's Luann Louie looking to get the rally started, taking strike 1 from Grace Tipton. Tipton's next delivery on the way. Angela looks at ball 1. The Melonheads' bats have been great in the late innings. All 4 runs have been scored in extras. That came in a 4-3 7th inning win against the Monsters. Here's a great bunt by Luann Louie. Bacco's going to have to hurry, and she's safe. A leadoff single to open the last inning for Luann Louie. The tying run is now on deck, and here comes Pablo Sanchez. Pablo just picked up his first hit of the season. He is 1 for 2 today with an infield single. He's hitting 200 on the year. Luann Louie, the runner at first base. She's a threat to steal, but we're not worried about that right now. Pablo gets a fastball, but he's out in front of it. Strike 1. Tying run on deck in the person of Ahmed Khan, who has home run power. Pablo Sanchez also has some pop in his bat. He's the all-around utility player that was our first overall pick. He waits for the 1-1. Curveball, whacked in the air to center field. Back at the wall, and this ball is going to be caught. Boy, that fooled me. That pulled the wool over on my eyes. I thought that was going to the warning track with the way the center fielder was going, but it turned out it was just a lazy pop-up. 1 away here in the 6th inning.
I'm going to smack this one.
Ahmed Khan. We still need another base runner to get the tying run to the plate. Ahmed Khan looks at a tricky breaking ball inside. It's 1-0. We're down to our final 2 outs. Trailing 3-0 here in the 6th and final inning. The pitch by Grace Tipton to Ahmed Khan is taken for a low strike. That pitch looked like it was going to be low. 1-1 to Ahmed Khan. The pitch by Grace Tipton. Fastball crushed into center field. That ball is off the top of the wall. Ahmed Khan will retreat to first. Luann Louie is on her way to third. And there are runners at the corners with only one out. And the tying run is coming to the plate. And she's got home run power, Keisha Phillips. And now we got a call to the bullpen. Grace Tipton, after 5 1/3, will hand the ball over to Paco Kaufman. Kaufman looking for the 2-out save. The pitch to Keisha Phillips is hit in the air to left center field. This could drop, but it's caught. Ahmed will retreat to first base. Luann Louie will tag up and score. So a sacrifice fly for Keisha Phillips gets us on the scoreboard here in the 6th and final inning. And now the last hope is Jocinda Smith. She's got home run power, and this would be a perfect time for her first long ball. We're down to our final out. The pitch by Paco Kaufman is taken for a strike. 3-1 Sox here in the 6th. We got a run on the board on the sacrifice fly by Keisha Phillips. Now Kaufman deals to Jocinda, and it's popped up. Off the end of the bat, this could do it. Kaufman settles underneath it, and that's the ball game. So a valiant effort down the stretch by the Melonheads, but we are walking out of here with our first loss of the season. In a battle of unbeatens, the Sox hang on for the 3-1 victory. We fall to 1-1 on the season. Angela Del Vecchio gave up a leadoff home run, and that's what set the tone. The Sox hit another leadoff dinger in the bottom of the 2nd, and then thanks to some sloppy defense, they turned a double into an inside-the-park home run in the 3rd. So thanks for everybody once again for tuning in. Unfortunately, it was a losing effort for those just tuning in to our show. This is Ladder of Light Gaming, hosted by Action Jackson Wilson, Backyard Baseball 97. In a battle of unbeatens, both squads came into this game 1-0. We fall to the Blue Sox, a final of 3-1. Here's a look at the scoreboard. We ended up out-hitting them, but they out-homered us 3-1, 3-0. That was the difference. We got our lone tally in the top of the 6th on a sacrifice fly by Keisha Phillips. Jocinda Smith was the last hope as the tying run, and she popped out to the pitcher Paco Kaufman, who picks up the 2-out save. The win for the Sox, Grace Tipton, who went 5 1/3, and the Melonhead ace Angela Del Vecchio takes the loss. She threw a complete game with 8 strikeouts, no walks, but it wasn't enough to lead us to victory. She finishes with 3 runs on 6 hits allowed. Both teams commit an error. Here's the look at our final stats. A much better game for Pablo Sanchez and Ahmed Khan. As a matter of fact, they kept us alive in that final frame. Well, actually, I take that back about Pablo. Pablo didn't get a hit in the last inning, but he did get on base with his first hit of the season. Ahmed Khan was the one who allowed Luann Louie to get all the way to third base. He nearly missed a home run. It was off the top of the fence. This is a game of inches, ladies and gentlemen, now that I really look back on things. Luann Louie almost scored from first base on what was another hit by Ahmed Khan, but unfortunately she got doubled up. Or not doubled up, she got thrown out at the plate. So instead of going up 1-0 in the first inning, we don't get any runs, and then the Sox draw first blood on a solo home run. So that was a big swing of momentum that ended up costing us. Here's a look at our complete stats for today. Luann Louie scored the 1 run for us. Great game for Angela Del Vecchio overall. 51 of her 64 pitches were strikes. She didn't walk anybody, and she fanned 8 batters. But she also surrendered 6 hits. 3 of those were home runs, all solo. But that was enough for the Sox on this day. 3-1 is the final. We are on the losing end for the first time in our season. We are 1-1 overall, and we will continue our 5-game road tour in the next episode of Ladder of Light Gaming. This is Action Jackson Wilson, getting ready to sign off, but first things first, let's take a look at our scores from around the league. The Monsters avenging an opening day extra inning loss with a thrilling extra inning victory of their own. So here's our updated league standings. We fall to 1 game out of first. The Fishes, who are 2-0, in a 2-way tie with the Sox. And it actually is interesting because not only do we have a rematch with the Sox coming up, we play all these teams twice, but we got a back-to-back against the Fishes to end the year. So for all we know, if we can stay to the top of the standings, that could make all the difference in the world in terms of a playoff berth. But right now we're on the outside looking in, and I'll humbly say we don't deserve to be in first place right now. We just don't have enough offense yet. We've only got 5 runs in the first 2 games. Now, granted, we scored enough to win the first one, but when Angela gives up 3 runs, we should still be able to get her a win. At least I hope. But give the Sox credit. They played the better game overall, even though we ended up out-hitting them in the end. The majority of those hits came in the final inning when we were trying to play catch-up. You got to be able to set the tone early, and right now our offense has struggled in the early innings, and that was our downfall here today. Here's a look at our updated schedule. I know I posted earlier today that we weren't going to do backyard baseball on Sundays, but because I was going to do a stream yesterday and I never got around to it, I figured I'd make it up to you guys by doing a doubleheader today with Harry Potter and backyard baseball. We will be back tomorrow here on Backyard Baseball for our next game against the All-Stars. That will also be on the road, so be sure to tune in for that. Melonhead fans, travel well. I would encourage you guys to join the crowd. But anyways, we'll get to that next time. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. This is Axon Jackson Wilson. This has been another presentation of Backyard Baseball 97. May the peace that passes beyond all understanding and the unconditional love of Jesus Christ be yours today in His holy and almighty name.